Um, I just decided to just pick up the video, pick up the phone, and hit record today. Today, I need to practice more in front of the camera, and that's what I'm doing. No one to see this video but me. Look at my forehead, looks so big now. But like I feel like my hairline is receding and that's bothering me. You know, you're so worried about our looks as we get older. We don't look like we did when we were young, but we're not supposed to, are we? We're supposed to embrace the chapter of life that we're in, and we fully do that freely when we're young. But as we get old, we get preoccupied by what we looked like before, instead of embracing the fact that we're still here, still alive, and stop worrying about how we used to look and embrace the beauty of how we look now. This is how I look now. And if I don't love it, who else is going to love it? But I love it. I sound like I'm trying to convince myself, but I love it. Anywho, today, I was walking today and, I created a walking devotional, and it's called Walking It Out, 21 Days of Faith Steps. And being that my brand is called Zanele's Faith Journey, Zanele is my middle name. Faith is it. Faith is what my brand stands on. And this brand is faith, taking a leap of faith, part of the faith journey. This devotion is part of the faith journey. Thinking that someone will want to listen to what I say, that's part of the faith journey too, right? God can use all of us, in a way that ultimately gives him glory. That's what we want to give, for God to get all the glory. It ain't about me. I'm just a vessel he uses, and I have to be willing and obedient to his call. So, when I thought of this, Zanele's Faith Journeys, I didn't know. I didn't know what I would do with it. I had no idea. I just knew that that was what I wanted to call it. Zanele came from, of course, my dad. He named me, which is Zanele's my middle name. And Faith Journey came from him too. Something he's been telling me a long time. I can't even begin to remember when he started saying life is a faith journey to me. I'm 55 now, so we talking, I know at least in my 30s he started saying this to me. It was probably before that, and it just stuck. So the Lord uses so many different things and so many different people, and what people say to you and bring to you to motivate you, as you will, if you will, to do to fulfill his purpose for your life. I don't know what Zanele's Faith Journeys is gonna be. I don't know if I don't know exactly what God has for me in this, but I just want to be obedient to his call. So right now it's writing the blogs every week. I don't know how this is going to have me not have to work a traditional job the rest of my life, But that's my prayer, that's my hope, that somehow this is the vehicle towards that. Some kind of way through this that is the vehicle. I don't know what that looks like, but I don't have to know because I trust God. God is faithful. He has proven himself faithful to me my entire life. And that's really all I need to do. Need to know, actually, to keep moving, to keep writing the blogs. And then he'll give me what I need to move forward. He'll provide the resources. He will provide the people that will help me to learn to do what I need to do to help this become the vehicle of financial freedom for me. But even if it isn't, if what I write was most important to me is that what I share blesses somebody like me. I started this blogging because, I started the blogging because I was struggling in menopause, just struggling mentally, struggling physically, just struggling in ways that I hadn't before. And, people, want to make it like everybody's blaming menopause for this or that. But the fact of the matter is before I was this way, during I was this way, and after I was this way. And the transition from what I was pre-menopause to what I am now has been a lot. It's been a struggle. In some ways, I'm still struggling. But through the struggle, God has been here with me through the struggle. And he's been showing me who he is in ways that I hadn't seen before, that I couldn't have seen when everything was fine. God reveals himself sometimes to you the most when you're struggling, when you can't figure out how you're going to get better. He reveals himself to you. He shows you, he places resources in your path so you can learn. That's just what he did for me. And some of those resources, some of those people are reminders, like what my dad said. It's like faith is the cornerstone. Is without it, faith, he would always say, without faith, remember, without faith it's impossible to please God. So if I'm going to please God, and I want to please God, I gotta have faith. And how do I have faith? So how do I have faith? That's the journey. That's part of the journey that I'm sharing in my brand. I don't have it all together. I never will have it all together. Faith is something, some days I feel like I'm starting from scratch every day. Some days I wake up, and some days I'm like, man. But I'm just thankful to God. I'm just thankful to God for the journey. So part of this is sharing my insights, sharing my struggles, mostly sharing my struggles, because we all struggle. And in that vulnerability, we can build together, because we all got stuff that we're afraid to share, that we think people will laugh at us about. They might make fun of us, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still the struggle that we have, and that all of us have that struggle. So there's nothing wrong with sharing it. So I think that's it for today. I do want to share one other thing. Today was day 15 of the Walking It Out 21 Days of Faith Step Journal. And day 15 today was about trust the waiting. Trust the waiting, meaning Like, you hoping for something, but you don't see nothing happening, right? You doing all this work and you don't see no fruits of your labor yet. Trust the waiting. The verse came from Isaiah 40:31, and it says, "But those who wait on the Lord," and in parentheses it says, this is the Amplified version, which I love. It says, "Who expect, look for, and hope in Him." Those who wait on the Lord, and waiting looks like expecting, looking for, and hoping in God, will gain new strength, and renew their power. So day by day, it's like I'm not seeing nothing happening. I'm not gaining no followers. I'm not getting no feedback. I'm not getting nothing. I'm posting these blogs every week and nobody's saying nothing. It's like, in that, if you wait on the Lord, if you expect for, you look for, you hope for Him, you will gain new. That's His promise. You will gain new strength and renew your power. But the first part is you got to wait on the Lord. And then they will lift up their wings. We will lift up our wings and rise up. Where? Close to God, because that's where you want to be. That's where you want to stay, close to God. Like eagles rising towards the sun. Imagine being able to rise towards the sun like an eagle. Like, that illustration is everything. And they will run and they will not become weary. They will walk and they will not faint. So the strength of God, when you have God's strength, there's nothing you can't do. When you stay close to Him, He will renew your strength. There's nothing you can't do apart from Him. As long as you lean on Him and stay close to Him, you will have more than enough strength, all the strength you need to persevere. So that was day 15 today. It's good. Day 15. So in my reflection, I talked about how waiting is hard, just like I just did. And what you need to do to get through it. Stay close to God. Stay close to God. Stay close to God. He will give you everything you need, the strength you need to persevere, the strength you need to more than survive, but to strive. Lord, I choose to wait on you. This was the faith step today. Renew my strength. Ask Him to renew your strength when you feel tired and weary and discouraged. Help me to trust your perfect timing. Even when it feels hard, even when I don't see nothing happening, Lord. But please, Lord, I trust you. Renew my strength. Your timing is perfect. When it happens, that's when it's supposed to happen. So, as I walked today, the prompt was, I wait on you, Lord. I rise by your strength. I wait on you, Lord, and I will rise by your strength, because you renew my strength, because I'm staying close to you. So, if you're struggling today, if you're just tired of waiting for whatever you're waiting for, stay close to God. Stay close to God. He will renew your strength. Stay close to God.